Hello. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show how to make a bone fishing hook and gorge hook. Now that is the Apocabox challenge for this month. And what they gave you is an already carved bone needle hook point here, and they also gave you a pre-cut out wood piece here, so and then you can lash that. Now I've done this one, you can see it's finished, but they also gave you a chunk of bone and also wood here to carve your own. Now what this is going to do, this is going to give you some muscle memory and such on making these type of hooks. You can read about something, you can look at something, but until you actually do it, you'll have that memory and it will be recollected a lot easier if you actually practice this stuff. Now I'm going to show a different few tools that I brought out here that you can use, but I also picked up some stuff that you can gather around the forest to help as well. So what we're going to do is going to make a gorge hook and a fishing hook today. So that there is what it looks like up close, and they also gave us some instructions on how to do this, as well as they gave us a couple pieces of glue here to fasten your bone to your wood. So I'm going to put this back here for a second. And in here, like I said, they gave you instructions to help people out. But now this here is a big sliver of bone. It's been cut out. Now you've got to shape this. First off, you want to do your gorge hook because it's only going to be about an inch long and it's hard to grind and such, something so small, so it's better to have a handle, something to hold on to while you're grinding. So we're going to do that one first, and then we'll get to the hook with the piece that's left over. So as you've seen, I just got this stone as I was walking through, and it's abrasive, so it grinds this pretty well. Now you can use a file to do this. You can use your knife to carve away a little bit. There's many ways to do it, but they have done it grinding this way for many years. I'm going to zoom in, let you see some of the progress and how quick this does grind away at this bone. You can see it's starting to get round. It was square. This is not going to be a project that you're going to do in 5 minutes, but it is a good project to be familiar with. You see, I've been probably a minute now. But you can also see the progress I'm making. Now this here is another piece of stone I found on the way in, but I can grind away with this as well to cut a groove into it. Like I said, this is all going to take time. Now what I want to do with this is I want to sharpen that edge, but I want to do the same thing to the length I want, and then I can break it off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start grinding this like this, so I'll get that same kind of roundness on this side, and then I can snap it off. It's a lot easier if you can put it on a solid base, of course. Going to be able to get more pressure on it. And I'm just going to keep grinding this down, but I want to put a groove in the center. But I've always heard, and I've tried this before, you put it a little bit off center, so when it goes in, it is, when you pull on the string, it will actually flip up easier instead of, you know, right in the center. They've had more success if you put it off to the side a little bit, not directly in the center. So I'm going to just grind a groove all the way around this, just enough to put a line in. And it's going to be a smaller type gorge for smaller fish like panfish and such. That's pretty good right there. So now I can continue grinding in here and finishing off this gorge hook. I'm liking it thus far. Pretty cool. So I'm just going to keep grinding until I'm almost done. Like I said, this isn't a 5-minute project, but I'm having fun. And when I'm just about ready to break this off, I'll show it to you. You see, it just snapped off there. So now I've got to sharpen this side. It's going to be more difficult, of course, but it just takes time. So that's what we've got. We do have it offside. So you'd put your line on here, turn it up like this, and put it down in your bait. When they swallow it, and then you pull up, that turns your, it will turn, because it's off-centered, we'll turn it like this sideways, getting lodged in its throat. So we've got our gorge hook done, and this here would be for the smaller fish, crappies and such. And they're good for those because they'll suck in the bait and swallow it. And then when you pull, it will turn and get lodged in their throat. Very effective. Now, for this type of hook here, I've already got that started for my point. So all I've got to do is just start grinding and make that into a nice point on this. and have the shaft somewhat thinned out as well. And then we can fasten it to our wood structure.